Everything you need. We are Max Muscle. Over 30 stores in Northern California. To find a store near you, go to maxmusclenorcal.com.
My name is Tyler O'Hara. I'm from Petaluma, California. I ride a Ninja ZX-10R Kawasaki built by Jesse Kaler, and you're watching Motorcycle Startup. My name is Tyler O'Hara. I love to go fast and go out there and win races too. I think anybody that has a passion for two wheels should pursue it and give it all you got, because you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it.
So Tyler, you and I are both third-generation racers. Our dads raced against each other when they were kids. Can you talk a little bit about your Petaluma connection and how racing is involved with your life growing up in Petaluma?
My roots are deep in Petaluma from racing and riding and growing up in a small rural town with a big city and knowing a lot of farmers and family friends that have local tracks, and being able to grow up and have heroes like the Boster brothers and have idols, you know, that come from your hometown, and being able to come over to Sonoma and watch the National and see all your heroes and all the factories and growing up, and that's where you want to be. And I'm proud to come from Petaluma, and I feel like there's a lot of hard work and a lot of great people, and it's taught me a lot about how I got to approach my racing. Beginnings, I understand hard work. A lot about racing is it is a lot of hard work and highs and lows, and you know, Petaluma is you know, a gritty small town where people work hard and get stuff done and are successful at the same time.
What was your first motorcycle? How did that all start for you?
My first race bike was a Suzuki JR50. My dad got it for me and basically wanted to start racing when I was 4 and had to wait till I turned 5 on my birthday. Right now I'm riding Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, backed by Jesse Kaler, Kawasaki USA. And we're riding and competing in the AFM, which is probably the premier club racing championship in the country as far as talent and rider count every weekend. And we also are competing in 4 Moto America Nationals this year.
So when you're not at the track, Tyler, coming from a town like Petaluma, what do you do when you're not racing, when you're not on the bike?
What I do in Sonoma County on the norm every day is feeding calves bottles twice a day, and that's pretty normal to me, and most people wouldn't think that a racer would be doing that stuff. But when it's go time and I flip the switch and I got my helmet on, it's race time. Racing is alive and well, and I would say it's more generations to come.
What are some of your favorite memories from Sonoma Raceway, from this track?
This track, I have so many different memories. I've been coming here since I was probably 7 or 8 years old in my dad's old Chevy truck, and we'd go in the back and hide under a blanket, and we'd sneak in, and we'd come to all the races and watch the AMA Road Racing Nationals and drag racing and all sorts of cool events out here. And this place is really special, and the views and just the scenery at this track, and it's just there's no other tracks that like it in the country.
Sonoma Raceway, this is the winner's circle. This is where everybody wants to be, right up here on the top step of the podium. Tyler, you've been on the podium here at Sonoma Raceway. What does it take to get there at this track? What's it take to win here?
Sonoma's one of the more technical tracks we have in the country. It takes obviously a good support system on and off the track because there's a lot of work that needs to be done off the track to come here and be ready. This track is very technical, so you need a really good bike setup. You also need good conditioning, and you gotta be really precise, but you gotta be patient and smooth at the same time. You can't rush this section. Basically, qualifying is really important. Be up front on the grid, getting a great start, and just having a really good tempo. And be in a really good condition because this is a really busy track, and half the time you don't even get to see what your lap times are because you're on the next corner. And it's a lot of fun though. 23 laps around here is what it's all about.
I want to know why you ride.
I ride for a lot of different reasons. Been riding basically all my life, and I don't know what I would do if I didn't ride. For me, riding has kept me on the right track on a lot of different reasons. It's given me focus, and I really love it. You gotta have a lot of passion, and you gotta love it. Because if we were doing it for the money, we probably wouldn't still be doing it. It's given me purpose, and I'm out here on a Monday putting in work and doing my homework, because if you want to win on Sunday, it starts on Monday and basically every week. And it's off the track, putting in the miles on the bicycle, going to the gym, eating right, doing all that stuff. It's really competitive, and if anybody comes out to the races and comes to watch, it's going to be insane. We're going out there, we're putting it all on the line for the fans, and we're doing it to win races and put on a good show. If you've never been, you need to get out there and go check it out and feel it and feel the excitement.
You are looking at a beautiful redwood post.
Sonoma Raceway, live on the NBC Sports app. Hi, I'm Ron Caperton. I'm here on my first track day at Sonoma Raceway, and you're watching Motorcycle Startup. I was Army National Guard from 1983 to 1986. Then I decided to join the Navy, went active duty Navy from 86 to 91. And then 10 years later, after I got out in 91, I went to the National Guard. Then I ended up at Camp Slope, doing security force down there. And then my unit was being deployed in 2004. We were at Fort Bliss, Texas, running PT. And unfortunately, I didn't get to go with my guys. I had stopped breathing and my heart had stopped. And after all the doctors and all the tests that they ran said my heart's fine, my lungs are fine, then I was told that it was my brain that shut my body down. Saying, you're not going anywhere this time, you've done enough for your country, which really, really sucks. Made me feel less than a man, to be honest. I wasn't able to do my job. I didn't get to go with my troops. It hurt tremendously. So I finally went down to VA and I said I need help. So for the past, I'd say three and a half years, once a week I go talk to a therapist. Things seem to be looking up a little bit. But there's some other things that have just come to light, and some more triggers that I didn't know I had. Within that first 3 years, though, I did get I bought a motorcycle, and would go ride, and that seemed to help a lot. Therapy sessions seemed to go easier. It was easier to open up. It's made things a whole lot better for me. I definitely ride by myself a lot. I got a couple of friends I'll go riding with. I've been in a couple of groups, small group rides, riding over passes, over the Sonora Pass, over Ebbets Pass, Tioga Pass, going through Yosemite and stuff, and clear the head. This is definitely throttle therapy, and it definitely helps. Freedom. Adrenaline. It doesn't take the place of the adrenaline that you get when you're out and about with the troops. When you're out doing missions, you don't get that kind of adrenaline, but you can. I'm finding that out today here on the track. I'm learning how to ride on a track, and just my adrenaline's flowing pretty good. I'm having a great time here right now. Out here on the track, I think I found a new love. I'm enjoying myself today fully. My instructor here today, his name's Luke. Luke has already told me he wants me to start coming to all the track days, and it's on them. And the man made me cry. He said, the veterans do too much, and I want to give back. I don't know if my wife's going to enjoy that, but because I was supposed to sell this, and I don't think I'm going to sell my bike now.
For me, it's an honor to be able to do something for Ron after everything he's done for our country. It's nice to see him out here. So it's an honor for me to get to ride with him. Your mind is working at an accelerated rate, and you're stuck in the helmet with yourself. So you get a lot of stuff worked out. You get to think, you get to vent. Sometimes it's a little bit thrilling. And if you've been riding for a long time, you're no longer thinking about the mechanics of it, what you're doing physically. So it gives your mind some extra real estate. Think about your life, you know? My wife will tell me, isn't it time to go to the track? Get out of here. It's a vent. It's good for you.
Motorcycle Relief Project. Great group of guys. Tom Larson, awesome man for putting this together, for being the founder of this organization.
I'm Tom Larson, founder of the Motorcycle Relief Project. Our mission is to help veterans with post-traumatic stress and other related issues like depression and anxiety by taking them on therapeutic adventure bike rides. We ride during the day and ride on-road and off-road, have a good time. Everybody gets a chance to blow off some steam, and then at night we do workshops that provide valuable coping skills and a place where they can talk about the struggles of life after the military and dealing with stress and anxiety, and in a way where they won't be judged and where people won't think they're crazy or broken or dangerous or weak. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. We depend on the donations of individuals and corporate sponsors to help fund the work that we're doing. We also have a fleet of BMW adventure bikes. A lot of them have been donated by people who care about our veterans and the price that they have paid to serve our country and the impact that it's had on them, and some of them the negative impact of post-traumatic stress.
I can't say enough about the Relief Project. They're the ones that got me here today. Even though it's not an adventure bike, but I'm having a hell of an adventure today, I can tell you that.
Did you know slow internet can actually hold your business back?
This is the first year XCL's been back in almost 5 years, so we're just kind of resetting and trying to get competitions coming back here in America. Last year, Bill Dixon with SBFC really kind of reset the benchmark for American stunt riding, and you know, it's good to have the SBFC and XDL working together this year. So you've got the top professional series teamed up with the top amateur series right now, and both these series kind of going around and really just trying to find the champions.
Factory Yamaha Street Bike Freestyle Stunt Rider. I'm the 4-time XDL National Champion, and I'm originally from right here in Hazard, Kentucky. The first thing you think of when you hear of stunt riding is a guy on a motorcycle that looks just like this, jumping through the air. But this is freestyle street bike stunt riding. And what this is street bikes, so it's not dirt bikes, we're on crotch rockets, the same bikes that are racing on the tracks, and we're doing wheelies, endos, and we're doing acrobatic moves and flipping the bike around and getting airborne on flat land. So it's basically flatland freestyle for street bike. I obviously ride any style bike, as long as it's a Yamaha, but my freestyle bike is a Yamaha R6.
When people come out to an XDL and SBFC event, we want them to have a good time. We want you to bring the whole family out and enjoy what we have to offer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this year we're doing things a little bit differently. We've got our qualifying in the morning, and then at night we put together a big main event along with a live band, and people can just kind of hang out.
The return of competitive stunt riding with SBFC and XDL is what's going to motivate all these riders to up their game, and I really think the U.S. have fell off because there's been no competition the last 4 years. So really I think the European guys have stepped up a notch because they've been competing over there hardcore. So I really think this competition is going to really motivate all these U.S. riders to step their game up even further than we already have.
Freestyle is really all about these athletes kind of putting together their tricks and putting them all together in one so that they can kind of express, you know, their personalities and everything through their motorcycle.
You know, being the 4-time current XDL champion, you know, I kind of got a big bullseye on my back, but, you know, I'm taking that in stride, and I'm just going out there and I'm, you know, practicing all the time, and hopefully I got some new tricks coming, and I hope I got them unlocked good enough to put them on my run for California. So these guys that are out there practicing, they better be practicing hard because I am.
Bring the kids as a little bit for everybody and just watch some of the most entertaining riders on two and, you know, obviously one wheel.
Okay, you just found out you're being audited. Now what?
The 2017 Giant Race, Sunday, August 27th. Register now at giantrace.com.
My name is Luke Lampkin. We're here with Caymans at the Track at Sonoma Raceway, and you're watching Motorcycle Startup. I've been instructing for about 7 years. We have a good time out here. Teaching. I think teaching with Caymans has been the fun part for me. And we focus on limited egos. You know, we focus on people being considerate to each other and having a good time.
I really take pride in my guys because they're the most experienced, well-trained guys out there. It's not really about finding the fastest guys. You don't always want racers to be your instructors because just because you're fast doesn't mean you can communicate it right. The trick is finding staff that are able to teach that to you in a way that you understand at a level that you want it to be. that's what makes a difference between Keighley's and other track days. It's not me, it's not the show, it's not the price, not the track. It's all my guys that are here that are working their butts off all day long, spending their own money to be out there to help you guys because that is their passion. So at a normal track day, we have such a huge variation of people that have never ridden on the track before to advanced expert racers. That's why we split it into 3 groups. You know, the novice group is the beginner group or a non-aggressive group. The medium group in the middle where they're kind of not sure where they're going, but usually the biggest group. And then there's the A group, the fastest guys that really know what they're doing.
Sears Point for a long time. My good friend of mine broke his leg here, pretty bad, racing AFM. We used to ride with Dennis Pegalo, the DP school. Dennis was always a maniac. We've ridden the track backwards. That's interesting, kind of scary. You're trying to figure out the track backwards as you're going backwards. You're trying to remember it forward to see where you are. It's kind of a challenge. And coming to AMA races here, coming to nationals here. Yeah, just one of the few tracks we ride at that the AMA rides at. So we can compare our lap times to their lap times and get to watch those guys do it. And it looks like a whole different racetrack when they're doing it.
Well, I started in the canyons with my buddies, and I had one older buddy who got us all to start coming to the track. He tried for years, but like I said, I was really afraid and intimidated of it, so we just ripped through the canyons. But as soon as I did my first day at Laguna, it was over. I was hooked, and then I was like that guy that never missed a day. For like 7 or 8 years, I was always there. I set my whole year schedule behind those days because to me, this is the most important out of everything. That's how we all got fast. There was a group of buddies that we all started together, and we were all pushing each other, and it was one of my buddies that wanted to race.
Yeah, a couple of our instructors ride through the Moto America races. And it's just interesting to watch those guys, to see how they treat the track and see how they approach it compared to how we approach it, you know? You feel like you're going as fast as possible because you're going as fast as you can, and then watching those guys do it, it's like a whole different experience. Boy, you know, just seat time. It takes a lot of seat time. You got to do a lot of laps. And you got to want it. You know, it's life, it consumes your whole life. You gotta eat right, you gotta physically train, you gotta mentally train, you have to do everything from exercising your eyes, exercising your brain, exercising all your senses. It takes a lot to make one of these things go fast. You know, physically and mentally. A lot of it's between your ears. You know, a lot of it's having the confidence to know you can do it. And willing the motorcycle to do what you want it to do. You can't necessarily tell your body to do those things, you have to kind of just will it to do what you want it to do in order to go fast.
I'm a painter.